Good morning, everybody. It's Mary Fields, and I'm a Saint artist. For those that haven't met me yet, been a Saint artist for 2 years. Basically self-taught by watching tons of videos just like you're watching. And so what I want to give you a heads up, if you looked at some videos with Saint and you've seen it, people using it, and you would like to try Saint, not be an artist necessarily, but just try Saint. You don't have to be an artist. And would like a color match. Color match means that you would send me a picture and you would text it to me at 1250-667-0707 and stand in front of a bright window. I'm about 3 feet back from my window right now, and just take an eye level picture of your face and your neck like that. Send it to me and I will help you choose the right colors for you. Right now what I'm using is the Buff brush. I don't often use it. It's a denser brush, but it does make the makeup go on really easily. These are called highlighters. We don't call our products foundations. We call them highlighters. So this is Versailles that I'm putting on because it covers all my sun damage really, really well, as you can see. I'm putting Versailles on. It's my concealer, my brightening highlighter, and it does a really great job in making me look really pasty, as you can see. So this brush right now is on 40% off, and the reason that I'm telling you all this is because Saint has a summer sale on right now, 40% off, and tomorrow and today are the last days, 14th, 15th. It started on Monday, and it's while supplies last. Now I'm in Canada. The 3D brush, it's a little softer, pointed end, is out of stock in Canada, but I see it's also out of stock in the States. But this also works really well. The smaller end you can just get in wherever those corners are, your eyes or whatever, and hides all those dark spots. Okay, so what I'm doing is I'm tapping into my palette. But this is a palette. These are little tins. They're magnetically they come with a little sleeve like this, and then you just push them out, pop them in, they slip in magnetically, and you can just discard the top. And so right now I'm doing my Versailles. That's my concealer or my brightening highlighter. This is Athens, which is my main highlighter. Commonly I refer that one. This is my bronzer. My palettes aren't, they're all over the place. I've got different palettes, but this is what you would get. This palette's got a nice little mirror. This is a silver one, which I kind of like because it's easy to keep clean. So this is typically your brightening highlighter, your main highlighter, your foundation as you know it, your bronzer or contour, whatever you wish, and your lip and cheek. Your lip and cheek does both, obviously, your lip and your cheek. And that's what you get in the brush. And right now it's $88, so you're saving about, I think about $27 on the brush, if I'm not mistaken. So it's a good time to try it and get started and save a little money. The shipping is free, and your palette is included in that. So it's a palette to hold 8 that I've actually selected in that price. So if you wanted to order more later, you've got room in your palette to do that. And the regular price on your highlighter and your contour and your lip and cheek are $16. And I'm going to tell you, they last a long, long time. Like this one, my first one I did of this main highlighter, it lasted me from the end of July to the beginning of December. Can you believe it? It's hard to imagine, but that's true. And so it really does last. It's got less ingredients than a lot of other makeups, and it's a cream makeup, and it's got based on beeswax, so it's good for your skin too. And I have used it for 2 years, and I wouldn't go to anything else. I just love it, love it, love it. Okay, so I've covered myself with Versailles. Normally you might just cover up some of your spots, but I have so many. So pretty much takes my whole face up. Okay, now I'm going to go to my Athens, my main highlighter. Actually, you know what I'm going to do today? I think I'm going to go for Mango. It's a little darker, it's summertime. And this is Mango. This is another palette I have. So that's Mango, and I'm just going to tap and blend it on top of my Versailles. And you tap because you don't want to disturb the makeup underneath, right? So you just tap it on like that. And Mango is probably my second choice because it's just a little bit darker than Athens. And it just gives me a little bit more color for the summer. Of course, I can always up that with my bronzer, right? All right. So if you'd like to send me a color match, do that. You text me your picture, and I will ask you like what color lip and cheek you might like. Pinks, peaches, corals, plums, reds, and we can go figure out what would work with you. And I can pretty much tell from your picture what shade of highlighter would work for your skin. And when you look at the palettes or the tins, and they look on, if you look online, some look some darker, but I've used so many of them, I can tell you better what they look like than looking at a tin. This is why we do color matches, to help you choose the right shades. And of course, the makeup is guaranteed for 30 days. So if you got it wrong, it's not a big issue to exchange, send it for return or exchange. So, okay. How's that looking? Oh, I went and did Mango, the whole thing on Mango. But you'll see, I'll put a little Athens on, you'll see, it doesn't make a whole lot of difference. It's just a tad bit lighter. You see? Now how's that? Pretty nice coverage, right? Didn't take me very long, did it? Pull it down into your neck. And I'm 80 years old, and I think this makeup serves me very well. And I've used it for 2 years, and I'm thrilled with it. Now, we have other brushes, but they're not on sale right now. But if you want to put a little bronzer on, then you just take your fluffier brush, sorry, that little one, this big brush, bronzer brush. Okay, just take the fluffy end and just tap it just around here to look like you've been out in the sun a bit. Because who wants to look so pasty in the summer? You know what, and at my age, I think looking pasty ages us. That's just my opinion. I think that's true. Okay. Now, I don't contour like some people, and that gives you the definition in your cheek. I can show you how to do it, but I don't normally do it. And so there's my little bit of tan. I can go up here and put a little bit of sun. It's called Bella. The one I'm using is called Bella Bronzer. And just like you've been out in the sun, right? The cheeks first. I'm going to use Carousel, this one, for my cheeks this morning. And I can use that same brush and just tap it in it and just tap on like that. Don't go too low. You don't want to go down here. It brings your face down. You want to go high, up just beside your eye, just like that. Just swipe it there. Not swipe, tap. Don't want to move your makeup around, right? Okay, this is Carousel. So if you want to order a palette and you want me to help you, and today, preferably today, because they're going to run out of some of these brushes. They've already run out of some. And 40% off is a nice savings. So get a hold of me, send me your picture, and I'll help you get on it and save a bit. So it would cost you $88 plus tax. The shipping will be free, which is pretty amazing for your lip and your cheek, your bronzer, your foundation, as you call it, your concealer, your palette, your brush. That's pretty amazing. And you will absolutely fall in love with Saint Makeup. I can tell you, because people do. So that's what it costs you to get you started and try Saint Makeup, unless you want more things, of course. Okay, so now I'm going to put this highlighter or illuminator. It's called Angel. And I just swipe it right here. This is how you get that J-Lo look. You know, she always has that nice sheen. And I like my face to look glowing and you know, because it gives it a healthy look. And you put a little bit of highlighter on the end of your nose just to give you that shine there. You can put it right there in your cubic bow. Put it on your chin if you want. After you've done your eyes, you can put some up here. You already got it here. You see? And so I will put some Carousel on my lips. Whoops, my battery's low. My battery just went low. I might be cutting out here in a minute. That's Carousel. If you want to go a little bit lighter with Carousel, then just add a little bit lighter. Now, we have our really light lipsticks on for 40% off. And then you can layer. And this is probably a petal I'm putting on. And you can brighten up that color if you want. Pretty good, right? Do you like it? And if you want more color in your cheeks, then you can add another color. Like maybe you want to add a little Jolene. Jolene is on sale too. Or maybe you want to add a little bit black cherry, which is kind of a grapey color, which I also love. Would go good with what I'm wearing today, wouldn't it? All right. Love it. Now I'll show you what I do, how I do my eyebrows. Okay, I take my line brush, also on sale for 40% off. It has spoolie. All our brushes are two-ended. And it's currently dirty. It's got a little tiny line on the end, and this is what I use. I do contour. Contour on my eyebrows. Our products are pretty versatile. So I'm going to show you how that works. So I just take my contour, tap in it with my line brush, just put a line at the front of my eyebrow, and I just pull it over like that. When I went to get my hair done yesterday, my hairstylist thought my eyebrows were tattooed. Been there, done that, didn't like it. Had not a good experience on that one. Plus it hurts, or mine did. Okay, looks pretty good, didn't it? That was pretty easy. Do the other side. Get your edge of your eyebrow so it's right in almost level with the corner of your eye. And drag it over like that. And then tap in your contour and just fill in. Just like that. I'm using Ash Contour. And there's lighter colors and there's darker colors that you can use. that's it. How hard was that? Pretty simple, right? I'll do a little eyeshadow for you, and then I guess I'm done pretty much. Today I'm going to use London eyeshadow. Eyeshadow brush, also on sale, I believe, 40% off. London is a muted lavender, almost a gray purple. One of my favorite, obviously, and I can look at it, it's almost run out because it's the one I use the most. So the brush I used in the beginning was called the Buff brush. That's the one that's on sale, not the 3D brush. And obviously it works pretty good because I just used it and it worked just fine. Okay, now I take a little bit of my highlighter and I tap it in the corners of my eye with this brush called the Edge brush. Okay, and I just put a little bit right in here to brighten up. It gives your eyes a pop. Pull it down a little bit and it just pops your eyes, right? Do you see that? Just brightens it up. And you can take your highlighter or your concealer, actually, your brightening highlighter. I use Versailles. Athens is also a bright one that I like to use, but I like Versailles best. And see how that lifts your eyes? Just put a little brightening highlighter under your eyes, and it just lifts your eyes. You can also take some and put it up here. Just put a little line right there. Right there. And you can blend it in. And it cleans up that area, makes it look more defined. I didn't use a lot of eyeshadow today. I'm going for a walk this morning, and then I'll go for coffee with my friends, my lady friends. All right. So, if you want to save some and get your color match, text me today, or I'm going to say today because it's the last 2 days of the sale. I'll get working on it. I'll fix your color, send it back to you with a whole profile, and you can decide if you want to go forward with your makeup. And try Saint. I promise you, you'll love it. So I'll put my information in below here, and you can reach out to me either by email or text. Have a great day. Bye, everybody.